Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about different types of lichen, their internal structure and their external structure. In the previous video lecture we discussed about the general characters of the lichen. If you haven't seen that video yet, please watch it. As we already know that lichen is a composite organism, and in this composite organism there are two components. One is phycobiont and another component is known as mycobiont. Mycobiont is fungal portion and phycobiont is algal portion. So this was the basic information, and now we are going to talk about different types of lichens. So friends, there are three types of lichen. First is fructose lichen, second one is foliose lichen, and third one is fructose lichen. First of all, we'll discuss about fructose type of lichen. Fructose type of lichen grow parallelly to the substratum. They are so tightly attached to the substratum that it is very hard, it is very difficult to separate them from it. The thallus of the fructose lichen is leathery and flat, as well as there are some polyhedral or polygonal places on the fructose lichen which are known as areole. Now we'll see the structure of fructose lichen. So here I am drawing the diagram, like there is a rock, you can consider it as a rock, and these are the fructose lichens. These lichens look like layered pieces, and there are some areoles present in it on the rock surface or on the tree bark, and this is the thallus of the lichen. The examples of fructose lichen are Graphis, Lecanora and Rhizocarpon. Now next we are going to talk about the foliose type of lichen. Foliose lichen have leaf-like thalli. Their margin is having several lobes in it. A part of it have thread-like structure. These thread-like structure are known as rhizine. Rhizine are made up of fungal hyphae. And these fungal hyphae may be branched or they may be unbranched also. These are purplish in color. They are purple in color. Why they are purple in color? Because there are some particular pigment which are found in the vacuole of the rhizine. These are anthocyanin. Because of their presence, the rhizine look like purplish. Now what is the function of rhizine? Rhizine help the foliose lichen to attach to the substratum, as well as it helps them for the absorption of water and mineral from the land surface. Example of foliose lichen are Parmelia, Peltigera and Phaeacia. Their structure looks something like this. They are having such structures, and at their lower surface they have either branched or unbranched rhizine. So they are having these lobes in it. These lobes look like leaf. So they are having leafy lobes. This is the specialty of foliose lichen. Next lichen are fruticose lichen. Fruticose lichen form fruiting body in them. Example of fruticose lichen are Usnea, Ramalina, etc. They may look like ribbon. Their structure may be ribbon-like, or they may look like a pendant, or they may be bushy, shrub-like. Fruticose lichen is found in various colors. It could be in red, yellow, orange, black, green, multiple color you can find them. The fruticose lichen have a flat discoid structure at their base. They all emerge out from a base, and this discoid structure is made up of the fungal hyphae. A part of it, their thallus is very simple and it do not have very much internal differentiation. So there is no internal differentiation in their thallus. No internal. We draw its structure at the base. There is a discoid structure. It is made up of the fungal hyphae, and from this fungal hyphae the main plant body is arising. This is erect and it is bifurcated. It has dichotomy on its tips, and as well as there are the fruiting bodies which are present on the tip of it. So these are the fruiting body. So various filaments are emerging out from the base of the discoid. These are fruiting bodies. Fruiting bodies. So fruticose type of lichen is the most advanced type of lichen which can make fruiting bodies in it. So on the basis of their internal structure, they are of two types. First is Homo isomerus. In Homo isomerus, fungi and phycobiont, they are not confined to a discrete layer. Means they are randomly distributed throughout the thallus of the lichen. There are no particular lining or stratification of mycobiont and phycobiont in this Homo isomerus type of lichen. And if we talk about the another type of heteromerus, in heteromerus the mycobiont and the phycobiont both have stratification, means they are arranged in particular layers. They are not randomly distributed throughout the thallus. So this is the basic difference in both of them. Now with the help of the diagram we will see the difference in the Homo isomerus and heteroisomerus type of thallus internal structure. So here it is heteroisomerus type of internal structure in which there is stratification of algal zone and the fungal zone. Here on the topmost portion we will be having upper epidermis, like I am drawing the upper epidermis, and this is the lower epidermis. These are this is epidermis and these are barrel shaped cells. Just beneath the epidermis you can see there is a portion, it is known as cortex, and there are two cortex in it, upper cortex and this one is the lower cortex. Like this one is the lower cortex. Here I am making it. This is the lower cortex region. Fine. So the upper cortex is made up of the fungal hyphae only, and there is no intercellular space which is found in the upper cortex as well as in the lower cortex. After that there is a zone which is known as the algal zone, because so many algal colonies are. If we talk about the cyanobiont or the phycobiont, then nostoc are present, cytonema are present, and they are making the algal colony here. This layer is known as the gonidial layer. Gonidial layer also, or you can call it as algal zone. So this is the algal zone. We can make more algal colony in it. So these are the algal colony. After that there will be a longer portion of the medulla. So this medulla is also called as the fungal zone. This is fungal zone or medulla. Okay, in which you can see there are so many fungal hyphae, fungal strands are present. Now after this algal zone and fungal zone, we will be having the lower cortical region, and after lower cortical region we will be having this lower epidermis. This last layer is the lower epidermis layer, and from the lower epidermis you can see the hair-like small thin structure are towards the downward, the hair-like thin structure downward, and these structure are the rhizines. Now we will talk about the internal structure of Homo isomerus lichen. In Homo isomerus lichen also there is upper epidermis. This is upper epidermis. Upper epidermis. and just beneath the upper epidermis, this is the upper cortex. Next we are having a common area for algae as well as for the fungal portion. So I have made the algal colonies. These are the algal colony or gonidial we can call them, and in between the algal colonies you can see that I am drawing the fungal hypha also. So here are the fungal hypha that I have made in such a way. You can see that there is no stratification of algal zone and fungal zone. Both the algal portion and the fungal portion are intermixed here in this region. So this is the distinguishing feature of the homoisomerous kind of lichen. So these are the algal colonies. These are the algal colonies and these are the fungal strands. This is the fungal strands and these are interwoven with each other. They are, you can find them quite randomly. There is no particular way in which they are arranged. Next, this is the lower cortex, you can say. And after the lower cortex, this is the lower epidermis made up of barrel-shaped cells. And from the lower epidermis, the rhizines are arising. Rhizines are thread-like structures which can be branched, which can be unbranched, purplish in color due to the presence of the pigment anthocyanin. So this was the internal structure of the lichens. It is of two types, homoisomerous, heteroisomerous, and we have discussed them with the help of diagram. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you really liked it, please share it with your friends and press the like button. Also subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. I'm Kanchan Sharma from Impact Learning Classes and I thank you so much for watching the video.